the local recording. All right. So first things first, thanks for the matches, guys. They were fun to watch. If you have any shoutouts you'd like to make, now is a good time to do it.
Do you want to go first,
good.
buddy?
I don't have any. Nah, I don't have any shoutouts.
Do you have a
shit.
Twitter that you want to promote? YouTube channel? Do you want
Not really,
to
no.
give a shout out to your mom? She's probably watching right now.
No.
For me, shout out to Manbond for accompanying Omega soon enough to cast alone.
Yay!
good job,
I thought it was
man.
a bit lonely. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it as well for me.
Okay. You haven't got a Twitter account or anything? No? Chance.
If he wants
This
to.
is your chance.
Shadver?
I don't really care. I don't really go on Twitter too
Let's
much
go-
anyway,
let's-
so.
Oh, okay.
Shadver?
What up?
What about you? Any shoutouts?
Nah,
He
I already
already-
covered this. I don't have any.
He already went.
I'm sorry, there's too many voices talking at the same time. I
I
did
know.
not catch anything he said. But, okay.
Wow, that was quite a laugh.
I know.
Thank you.
Like, I'm kind of scared.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
So
In a
we
good way or a
have-
bad way?
We have 3
In a good way.
Yay! My laugh, we got complimented. Yay! Oh, I'm just giving myself, I'm giving myself a high five, literally now.
Alright. Anyway, so first things first. First map was on Habitation Station. What were you guys planning to approach this match with? Given that this is the first time you played each other.
Okay, Shadver, you can go first every time.
Oh, okay.
That's the way we'll do it.
All right, that sounds good. So I used to be like a really like cheesy all-in ProToss like when I was first getting into Plat, and I've been trying to transition into like actually learning how to play macro, and it's really like I'm really not used to it. So I decided I was gonna go the first game, and I was gonna try to macro it, and if I couldn't do it, I would just go into kind of like the cheesier all-in side of ProToss in the next couple of games, so I could at least get my wins. So that's what I was planning on doing.
I see.
Alright.
Oh, I see. So you main Protoss, but you main the cheese aspect of it.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, you give Protoss a bad name, man.
Yeah, I'm
Or
like
make us
the
proud.
Maximus Black of Plat League.
Wow,
Or MC.
that's deep.
If you want to go there.
Um,
I'm just kidding.
don't go there, man,
I'm
dude.
just kidding.
No. Boss toss, yeah. For my side of approaching the game, as you can tell, I'm much better at like macro games where I'm not touched. I mean that's pretty standard for most players. I mean, if you have all the time in the world to do whatever the fuck you want, you're gonna do pretty good in the end. But I was hoping that you wouldn't cheese because I haven't played Protoss in a month, so the whole idea in my mind is I'm gonna put maybe a Spore Crawler down against DTs and like Phoenixes and Void Rays, and just the Spore Crawler is my hopes and dreams. The first game, yeah, you didn't really. The first game you didn't really like approach me too much. Like I don't think you ever once walked across the map except for at the start of the game, I think.
Yeah, with
so
two stalkers.
yeah, so I just powered out Roaches and Hydras afterwards and took a fourth, and I was pretty safe that game. Are we moving on to the second, or?
Let's
Just
see.
a quick question, actually. For Shad, for Austin, just quick for your name.
Yeah.
But yeah. Did you did you think about scouting like in the first game? Because I noticed, I mean, all you had was all you did was send like a Zerg down there. Or did you think at any point in time you could have sent out an observer? Oh, you noticed you also had an observer, but it was actually by the natural battlefront. So yeah, I was just wondering, did you think about scouting at any point during the game?
I like to use hallucinations for my scout because then I don't have to worry about losing anything. And like that's another thing that I've been working on with like my macro is like my mid-game scouting. It's like a little lacking because I'm not used to having it to do it when I all in. So I've been working on that, but I mostly use hallucinations. And the only reason I got that observer was to protect me from like a burrowed roach play. I don't really use it for scouting. I like to keep it at home.
Alright, fair enough.
So
So game
Of course,
two,
of course.
we saw on Overgrowth. We were over to the proxy gate, and unfortunately, ProbeToss was more or less able to figure out what happened there. So let's talk about this game, guys.
Oh shit. Wow. Oh my god. I don't. I just addressing the second
Last
game
words.
here. I have to do this. Like, holy crap! I was so confused. I don't know if you had like followed my vision, you would have seen me staring at my drone, going, "Huh?
I
Should I make you
I
into a
noticed that.
spine crawler or a hatchery?" Huh.
I
And I was like
certainly noticed
contemplating
that.
that for like 30 seconds. I was doing that, and then I actually panicked. My original build, Omega, you would probably have seen this in the past, against Protoss. If they go for a second base or like a gateway expand, like the 14 pool with the quick speed, and then just like mass lings. So
Oh
my
yeah,
drone appeared at his natural, and I was like, okay, like as long as he hasn't walled off at the first base, then I'll be fine. I'll just continue. In the end, that build I did would completely counter the proxy 2 gate if I had like ran my lings across the map. If I had just completely ignored it and ran my lings, I realized this afterwards, I could have just like blocked out the limited number of probes he had, like with like 2 zerglings on the ramp, and then the rest would just go to work, and I could just micro my heart out, right? And then I would have been fine, but I didn't think of that until after all my
Little did
lings
you
were
know.
dead.
Oh dear.
My
Oh
first
dear
drone,
me.
man.
Oh, the humanity.
I searched his base like 4 times with that one drone.
And you
And I
didn't.
like started
I
scouting my
noticed your
natural.
vision. Yeah, I noticed your vision as well.
wow.
You were looking at your scouting drone. And you didn't see a pylon like anywhere. I mean,
I know, I
generally,
was
if you
so
don't see a
confused. I thought,
pylon,
yeah, I thought it was a
generally
proxy
it's
2 gate, but then I went, after I scouted my natural, I was kind of like, well, it could be outside, but is that ideal? I don't know, right? Because I've actually never faced a proxy 2 gate in like half a year. So I thought he might have taken
really?
the golds. Yeah, I honestly never. I don't get cheesed with proxy 2 gate. It's always a cannon rush, which is really stupid because I usually win because I'm Zerg. But yeah, I thought he would have taken the gold, so I scouted there and I didn't see anything. By then it was too late. Like, I don't know what I was doing. I didn't make the lings right. I didn't really focus. But yeah, that was a nice proxy 2 gate, man.
What about from your end,
It's
Shadver?
yeah. I had to say general good cheese mapping.
So from my end,
Yeah.
I saw how badly I got stomped in the first game when I tried to play macro, and I was like, well, that's not going to work. So I
Just stick
decided
to
I would
what
just
you
go
do
for the
that.
most basic, quickest win that you can possibly go for, the double proxy. And on that map, in the loading screen, I was looking at the map. I was trying to find the perfect place to put it. Because like I couldn't put it on the line where the Overlord Scout would go. I didn't want to put it in the close triangular third because it's really easy to see with Overlords. So I ended up putting it in the far third, in the mineral line, and that seemed to work out the best. So I was pretty happy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The third
Doesn't
game.
overlook actually above the cliff thing, and it didn't actually see the part. So pretty good, good stuff.
Yeah, the third game, I think, like in terms of just summing it up and everything, it was. I felt like a lot of things went in your favor, because I don't know if this was me or if I had the resources. I don't know at this point. I'll probably go back and see later. But my lair. Okay, let's start off with the scouting. I scouted at like. I don't know. I messed up the scout. I mis-hotkeyed my drone, and I scouted like like maybe a minute or two later than I should have. So I had no idea what you were doing. So I ended up with a 15 pool, I think it was, and then I went 16 hatch. But you'd already taken a second, like it was on the way. So I had to try
Yeah, I
to
was
get a third
confused
hatch
on
down.
why your nat was so late. I thought that I was gonna get like all in, and then I was like, wait, his pool's not even done yet. What is happening?
No, yeah, it was bad. I was like, oh no, I don't know what he's doing, so I started preparing and like, 15 pool, I guess, and then 16 hatch. But when you go 15, 16, with no vision, you start to go a little bit paranoid. The DTs would have been, wow. My lair was a little bit late, and the overseers, I was literally morphing them right before you attacked. I was like, okay, come on, let's make an overseer just in case. I don't want to get cheesed here. And I was hitting the V button, and then your drones are under attack. What? And
Uh-oh. and then chop, chop, chop,
Yeah.
chop, 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 chop.
So I like moved my drones to my third, and then I realized, yeah, stalker force there, and because all my drones weren't mining, I couldn't make roaches like I was supposed to be at the time. It was pretty bad. That was all I can really say from that game. I mean, it was pretty straightforward, one-sided.
Yeah.
Did you so you got 3 bases actually kind of fast, I think, before the 5 minute mark. You started getting your third. So obviously at the point you didn't really have that many defensive mechanism. Did you think of did you have a plan as to what build you were going to do before
Well,
you went for a couple of roaches and then and then the stalkers happened?
My original, like, are we talking about like opening, or are we talking like after the third was down?
Say the attack didn't happen.
After the third was down.
Say the attack didn't happen.
kind of
What were you going to go for?
He attacked at the moment. Or, sorry,
I
I can't hear. There's like tons of people talking.
Say the attack.
Sorry, it's just the headset.
Say the attack didn't happen. What would you have done?
If it didn't happen, I can almost guarantee that I would have steamrolled him in like 5 minutes. I'm not saying like 5 minutes. Oh, I'd have a giant army or whatever. I'm saying like I was getting prepared to attack in that stalker army. I don't know if that was your full army or not because I never really had any vision. But with like my economy, right before the DT strike, I was like done. 16, 16, 16, all on gas, and all I had to do was make an overseer and just keep pumping out roaches, and then shit dicks. All the drones died. And then I didn't have the roaches, so it was not good in terms of attack. As in terms of my plan at the beginning of the game, I was going to go for that 14 pool and like mass wings again, but my drone missed hotkeyed, so I didn't see the wall off, and my overlord was going to take too long to get there, and I didn't want to risk it. So it was not fun. But yeah, very well played. In the end, it was GG. I probably should have had some backups or something, but...
I want to ask another question directed at Shadver. Damn it.
Yep.
But yeah, so I noticed that you went for Twilight Council and then you went for Blink. So obviously your plan was kind of very Blink Stalker based, and then you went for a Dark Shrine. So you wanted Blink Stalkers and you wanted to mix in some Dark Templars to do some some heavy damage here and there. What inspired you to do this build? Because it's actually kind of unorthodox in a way.
So this is a really old build from the beginning of HOTS that I had played Wings of Liberty, but I took a while off to play League of Legends. And when I first came back, I started looking up build orders, and I found this PvZ Twilight all-in. And it's literally you get the Twilight Council and you get Blink, DTs, and +2 attack. And you use the DTs to throw your opponent off, kill some drones, force out Overseers, which takes their gas so they can build less roaches, and then you kill them with +2 Blink Stalkers.
Oh, that's unique.
So it's just kind of like, it's like the 1-2 punch. And like a lot of, like for a while, there was a build where you would go DTs, and then you would take a third.
Yeah.
So people would see the DTs, and they'd be like, all right, he's going to drop a third, and all of a sudden, 10, 15 Blink Stalkers show up, and they die. So... It's like I love this build. It's really good.
Yeah, it's
it's very mind gaming.
Yeah,
it's definitely an issue though if it doesn't succeed, because like I said, if my lair hadn't been like a minute or two later, I would have had that overseer out, and if I had the overseers, like you wouldn't have been able to do that, as well as you'd have pressure, so I'm not even sure you could afford it without just outright dying. If you did fail with those DTs, those stalkers are not going to be enough.
Okay, guys, we gotta wrap it up. We got another match.
I know.
By 5 minutes, so please
all I had to
stop
say.
repeating the same thing. Let's go.
Get out of here.
I'm getting close to doing that, yes. No more questions. This is your last comments. Go.
It was fun. I mean,
it
was nice that we actually got to play after a couple weeks of just times not matching up, so it was good.
Yeah. It was a pleasure casting your games as well, even though I was probably really bad at casting, but hey,
it doesn't matter.
it was good to have you, guys.
And I'm only teasing. So, but yeah, risky build is the way those all-ins work, but worked out for him. So, let me think here. I think, yeah, I didn't really have any other questions to go over, and you guys covered it all pretty thoroughly. So, last things first, let me end the local recording here.